god, y'all, it's been a while. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Here's the deal. We're doing drag, and today's video we will block our brows to do a cute look. I usually have a makeup artist do my looks when I get booked and I have, like, you know, income from it. And I usually don't do my own makeup these days, but today's the day that we're gonna do partially some of the work and then have the makeup artist come and do the rest. But I wanted to kind of get a head start and do the brows. Here are the first things you will need. First, you need water because you do not want it to hydrate. Next, you will need cotton pads, alcohol, something to press the glue on your brows. Now, I'm using this silicone, what is it called? Whatever. And, oh, it's a silicone spatula S02 from Sigma Beauty. So it gives you like a really good touch. And you can, like, you know, press it. Did I say the glue? You need a glue. Now, I'm using a washable school glue stick. A lot of drag queens, oh, this is harder. Oh, a lot of drag queens and drag artists use the purple one. I'm using the clear white one. And these are the things that you basically need to glue down the brow. Now what I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you here with the spatula, I'm going to glue these parts, you see, and leave this out. Now I like to, you know, expose a little bit of my own natural brows and then like kind of like draw the fake or the secondary brow, kind of getting the guide from it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Wish me luck. I'm no pro. This is the first time I'm doing it. I just read some notes. A lot of queens, they like lick the glue or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to just remove a layer, not a thick of a layer, just I'm gonna remove a layer so that I have like a fresh part of it exposed. So here we go. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to, not that my brows are not clean, I'm just going to use a pad and alcohol to kind of, you know, remove any oil residue or anything of the sort. Oh, my nails are really long tonight, honey. Ow. Oh, it's my nail. I'm like, why is this alcohol hurting me? Girl. Okay, let's see how we do this. Now, do not waste time. I have a cup of water here that I'm going to dip my cotton pad in because I don't want to put my tongue in it. Like, it's gross, y'all. So I'm gonna kind of do that and then do this and then go against the brow and, as I mentioned, expose the end. So here we go. Doing as such. Doing the same with the other one. All right, now I'm gonna go with the spatula. And you want to make sure it dries really nicely, and you want to really go ahead and press it as such. And use a blow dryer, put the setting on the cool air, and then just blow.
A few moments later.
Focus. So this time we're going to do the third layer, and I wanted to get a closer shot. I'm making the glue wet a bit and then touching it. Make sure your spatula is clean, and you can even use the wet pad to do so. And we're gonna press it upwards. There we go. And then she's flat, honey. So now that they are fully dried, like when you touch it, it's literally dry. It's like dry. It's dry. So when it's literally dry, what you want to do is you're gonna grab a moist water, moist cotton pad, and like kind of go like around your brow and like clean off the excess glue with it, because the glue is like water based. Is it water based? No, it's washable, and it's like for kids and stuff. You can literally use water to clean the edges, and that's what I'm doing. Do not go over your brows with it, because this is not waterproof. If you want waterproof stuff, you can use like lash glue, but I don't need water. I'm not going swimming, and I don't sweat like hell because I just don't. I have a technique for that later, that sweat doesn't drip over your face. If you have like a gig or something that is like in the summer, let me know in the comment down below if you want to know the hack or the secret. Ah, shit, my nail. Scratch me. If you want to know the secret or the hack to that, let me know in the comment down below. So once I'm happy with the surface, the next stage is covering it. Now, a lot of people do glue and then they powder and then go glue and then powder because they want it to be like invisible. But I don't need that, because what I'm going to do is going to give it a not a semi, it's literally gonna make it invisible. So one thing you would need is some sort of cream foundation, or for this I'm using Quo. If you're in Canada, you can get it from Shoppers. It's like a stick foundation that you can use. And after that, I'm going to use Makeup Forever powder foundation to go over it and kind of like make it stick. So after that, we're going to draw the brow. Now, these are the things that I use. I use a semi type of brush to go on it and then to go over it. I don't know if it's a good idea to go directly from the stick thing to the brow, because it's fragile and you just made it stuck, and you know, over time it's gonna even look better and gonna stuck even better. So I don't want to like mess up with that, so I'm gonna do this and then go over it and do that. And then I can use like a mini a beauty blender thing to kind of like blend it all over. So here we go. Alright, so I decided to put partial of my outfit on before I put in like stick foundation or powder, but what I'm going to try is to see if I can skip this and just powder it. So I'm gonna do a test on the edge of my brow and see if it'll work. And if it does, then I don't need to put the stick foundation on. So here we go, and we're gonna press, 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 and then go again, and press, 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 press. Maybe multiple presses. And we will see. Obviously it didn't cover it as well, so it was just a test, but we'll see. All right, so that little test was something I guess I saw on TikTok, and I was wondering if it'll work, but it didn't, and it's okay. So I'm gonna go with the stick foundation, use the brush, kind of like make sure it's well coated, And I'm gonna go over the brows and hope for the best and pray to Jesus and all. So I'm gonna do like this. You know what? I'm gonna go with the actual stick. It appears to me that it's working. So at this stage, I'm trying to just draw like a certain brow shape that would work with this. And I'm hoping that they're symmetrical. So I'm gonna do it and hope for the best, so pray for me.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
All right, we're gonna try this again.
A few moments later.
So after failing miserably, when the makeup artist Vat Beauty came, what he did, he put the first layer on. So before he put the first layer on, he did the same steps and the same thing that I did. He cleaned it with an alcohol to make sure, like an alcohol pad, to make sure that there's no residue or nothing on my brows. So here you can see he did the first layer. The one thing that he also didn't do was going back to the water with the glue, like kind of like I was trying to like replicate the movement where you like put it on your tongue and going back and forth. And another thing I noticed that the makeup artist is doing is that he is pushing the brows upwards and extremely hard as well. He made sure that everything is well pressed. He's just cleaning the residue around with water, I believe. Don't put alcohol near your eye because the glue is easily washable with water. So as I mentioned, see how hard he's pressing, and he's pressing upwards as well. And he's not doing it way close to the edge of my brow. And I think another thing I did wrong was I went way too close. But as you can see, he's almost starting from the middle of my brow. So he's continuing to press it and push it upwards. I'm not sure what we're talking about here, but it was probably something funny. And then he takes the blow dryer on a cold setting and he blows it until it is certain, or he's certain that it's fully dried. Now after he does that, I think he did like 2 to 3 layers. He goes in with like a setting powder. I think after he tried that, he said that you don't really need to do it, but I guess it's an important step to make sure that the surface is not sticky, so it's a very nice dry surface to work on. Now after he brushed the excess off, he goes with the Quo foundation stick that I actually used as well. But as you can see, because he pressed it so hard and upwards, my eyebrows are fully flat, like way nicer than I did. Because I think the mistake that I did was I didn't push my brows upwards, and I cannot stress enough how important that is. And he's just blending the edges and making sure the whole brow is covered. Now, another thing I noticed, he completed the face makeup before powdering it, and then he went on to draw the brows. I think this part is just something that you can get better at with practice. I made sure that I'm getting a really close up so you can actually see my original brow and where it's laid versus the brow that he's drawing on. He is using the same brow palette that I used, and he's going into like the darkest brown and touching in the lightest brown. As I said, you do not want to use like a fully pitch black color because that's not gonna look natural. Now, as you can see here, he did all the powdering, the eye look and everything, and then he uses a brow pencil to draw the hair strings. Now my mistake was I used an eyeliner pencil, I think, and the tip was too thick and it was pitch black, so the result looked really bad and thick. But with this one, you can like do thick strings, as you can see, and then go in between and do like thinner strings in between.
Alright, so thank you everyone for watching. Now this look was a journey, but I'm glad we made it and it was fun. So here's some close-up poses for y'all. Thank you all so much again for watching. Make sure you subscribe and hit the ring bell button if you want to be notified whenever I upload. Make sure you follow me on my social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok. Until next time, see y'all soon.